Part 1. The Human Being. Beyond Nature versus Nurture, Embracing Complexity in Human Behavior. The age-old dichotomy between nature and nurture, deeply embedded in scientific discourse, oversimplifies the intricate influences shaping human existence. This stark contrast between genetics as the deterministic root of all causality and the perspective of humans as solely social organisms devoid of biological influence perpetuates a false dichotomy. At its core, this polarized view reduces complex influences, from how a cell manages an energy crisis to shaping an individual's personality, to a simplistic binary framework. However, the reality is far more intricate and interconnected. Understanding biology necessitates acknowledging the profound interplay between genetics and the environment. It's evident that biology cannot be comprehended in isolation from its environmental context, challenging the reductionist views that isolate genetics or societal influences as exclusive determinants of human traits and behavior. The prevailing debate between nature and nurture fails to encapsulate the complexity of human existence, reflecting an oversimplified and flawed perspective. The idea that life is solely driven by DNA, dismissing environmental influences, clashes with the notion that humans are devoid of biological determinism and solely shaped by societal factors. Instead, what emerges is the inextricable link between biology and environment. This interconnectedness underscores the impossibility of isolating biology from its environmental context. Human biology doesn't exist in a vacuum, it's shaped and influenced by myriad environmental factors, underscoring the inadequacy of rigidly subscribing to either deterministic genetic perspectives or solely social influences in understanding the complexity of human biology and behavior. The misconception that human behavior is solely determined by genetics perpetuates a dangerously deterministic view of life, undermining the complexity and fluidity of human nature. This notion reduces behavior to a fixed and unchangeable outcome, anchored in genetic predispositions. It leads to a belief that societal efforts to improve or alter behavior are futile, as these traits are perceived as predestined and impervious to change. However, this deterministic perspective disregards the intricate interplay between genetics and environment, overlooking the profound impact that social, cultural, and environmental factors have on shaping human behavior. This erroneous belief in the genetic determinism of behavior not only oversimplifies the complexity of human nature, but also poses significant dangers by dissuading efforts to address and improve societal issues. It fosters a fatalistic mindset that undermines the potential for societal progress and change, dismissing the influence and adaptability of individuals within their social and environmental contexts. Embracing a more nuanced understanding that acknowledges the multifaceted influences on behavior is crucial in fostering a society that prioritizes meaningful interventions and societal improvements. The prevailing belief that conditions such as ADHD, schizophrenia, and various complex diseases are genetically predetermined is a misconception that disregards the intricate nature of genetic influence on health. Contrary to common perception, most diseases are not genetically determined but rather influenced by a complex interplay of genetic predispositions and environmental factors. While certain conditions may have a genetic component that increases susceptibility, this predisposition doesn't equate to an inevitable outcome. Diseases like heart conditions, cancers, autoimmune disorders, and mental health issues showcase this complexity, where genetic predispositions exist but do not serve as absolute determinants of illness. For instance, in breast cancer, only a small fraction of women diagnosed carry the specific breast cancer genes, illustrating that the majority of cases do not have a direct genetic cause. The search for genetic origins of diseases overlooks the nuanced nature of health conditions, leading to misconceptions about genetic determinism. Diseases that are commonly attributed to genetic programming often exhibit multifaceted causative factors beyond genetics. This misconception undermines the crucial role played by environmental influences, lifestyle choices, and other external factors in the development of various health conditions. Understanding that genetics merely contribute to a predisposition rather than solely dictate disease occurrence is pivotal in shaping approaches to healthcare and highlighting the significance of holistic interventions that consider both genetic susceptibility and environmental influences.